Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us, tmosso@the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. What does rare mean to you? Is rare a limited edition of 1,000 pieces? Is it making 1,000 pieces a year in total, like F.P. Journe, or about 330 a year, like de Bethune? Well, this Bethune DB28 Maxichrono is rare because from 2014, when it was launched, to 2021, the most recent year for which I have data, only 7 pieces were made. That is rare. And the watch is unusual by DB28 standards in that it has a conventional solid dial. So this is an unusual piece even by the standards of de Bethune, a brand that's made only about 4,000 watches since 2002. This watch is large, but it doesn't necessarily wear that way. 46 millimeters in diameter. It's thinner than you think, 12.9 millimeters, and then with the lugs fully extended, 58 millimeters across the wrist, fully compressed, 53. The spacing between the lugs is 26 millimeters. On my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, big and prominent is the look. It's an instrument, it's a chronograph, it's designed to be legible, and that it is. But it's not so large that as a fairly big guy, I wouldn't wear this on a 16 centimeter circumference wrist. I would, and it would feel and look great. And being under 13 millimeters thick, yeah, it will fit underneath a dress cuff. Taking a look at the strap, you can see it's very simple. It's a sort of taupe or light brown on the top. There's a little bit of a contrasting stitch, but very lightly contrasting. On the bottom, buttery and smooth calfskin. You can see no crimping, no gouging. And then a buckle that is the watch in microcosm. You can see heat-treated ultra-hard zirconium with a DLC coating on top of it. That's for the buckle. And then the pin is 5N red gold. You can see that the bottom of the buckle is actually satinated, and then the top is polished. And at de Bethune, buckles match cases and lug profiles. So you can see here we have this open, airy, flying buttress-like prismatic buckle, and then we have lugs that are exactly like that. We have the little bullet tip on the end of the lug, a nod to the very first de Bethune watch, the DB1 chronograph from 2002. This little ogival or torpedo tip has been an enduring feature of de Bethune design. It's a bullhead winder, and in fact, it is a coaxial monopusher, just like that. Maxichrono, what does it mean? Well, Maxichrono means we have a system of 3 different clutches and 3 column wheels inside of the case. So if you're wondering, what does it feel like to operate 3 column wheels at once? Well, actually, it feels quite crisp because they're properly synchronized. And then there's 3 clutches, a lateral clutch, an oscillating pinion, and a vertical clutch for hours, minutes, and seconds, respectively. But Maxichrono is more than that. It is a concept where you have 5 coaxial hands. So you have chronograph hours, minutes, and seconds at center. Then you also have clock time hours and minutes. So you can see these blackened Breguet style hands. Those are your hours and minutes. So you can see it's almost 8:30 right here. But then you have coaxial chronograph seconds in gold, chronograph minutes in a 60-minute format. Then you can see the little stub hand down there, the 24-hour hand for chronograph hours. So you can measure an event up to 24 hours duration. We also have a dial that is solid and slightly dished with a sunken center, an unusual treatment at de Bethune, where they make the case, the movement, and the dial in-house, so fully vertically integrated. We have a gold hand for the chronograph minutes, and then we have for chronograph hours and seconds fired blue steel. We also have blackened white gold Arabic numerals using a special font developed for this dial. Flip it all over, we have caliber 2030 on the back, and my goodness, is this thing grand. All of these polished elements are steel. They're mirror finished with a diamond paste, skeletonized, and internally and externally beveled. All screw heads are polished with chamfered slots in circumference. You can see the balance bridge not only anchors the balance on both sides against shock, but it too is beveled and mirror finished. You can also see satinated elements and substructures, including chronograph components. 2 barrels, and it's a manual wind watch. It cannot accidentally be overwound. 5 days of power reserve, 426 pieces in this movement. That's comparable to some minute repeaters, and that's very complex, with 51 jewels. Now, we've got a balance here that's made of white gold and silicon. It's a patented design. The hairspring curve, the self-adjusting twin barrels, the floating lugs, the absolute clutch, the balance, All of these are patented elements protecting de Bethune's original innovations. The watch beats sway at 36,000 vibrations per hour, so that is 10 beats per second or 5 hertz, like a Zenith El Primero, the better to keep precise time, as higher rate movements are potentially better timekeepers when properly adjusted, which this one is. You can also see at 30 millimeters, it's a big movement that fills this large case back. The watch is 30 meters water resistant, so don't take it swimming or anything. It's more of a sporty watch than a true no-holds-barred sports watch beater. But a watch like this isn't exactly anyone's definition of a beater. Taking a look, you could see one of the column wheels among the three, a second adjacent, and it is a super positive and crisp action. It's really something else. The watch, of course, made of red gold, not 3N, not 4N, but 5N red gold. And we have DLC coating over heat-treated zirconium, so these floating lugs are super scratch-resistant. This is a watch that simply exhausts superlatives. And again, a 5-day power reserve. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.